Hello everybody. Today I am making something delicious, and it's going to be lasagna. It's going to be lasagna in a pot. Not in the oven, it's too hot. Windows are open, the air's coming in nice. It's way too hot, so we're going to make it in a crock pot. I got this from Kelvin's kitchen, and he cooks very well, as I brought out in my other video. I don't know if you saw it or not, but I was discussing that I was going to make this today. Okay, so what we've got lasagna. This is from First Street. It's from Smart and Final, and it was like a couple bucks for that, or $1.89 or something like that. And this comes with quite a few. It has 16 ounces. There's quite a few pasta slices. I'm gonna cut up some garlic. I'm sure you don't want to watch me cut all the garlic up, but that's what's gonna happen. Cut some chicken up. That out of the way. We're gonna do quite a few things today. Should have had that out. Cleared off over here. The car's really good. Not too much on it. Got this for the meat. Rinse this out. Move everything down a little bit. It's gonna go there so you can see it. You see what I'm doing here, right? Okay, so we're making lasagna, and it's in the crock pot. Cooker, slow cooker. Mine's not a slow cooker. It is cooks pretty fast, actually. You can put it in a slow cooker if you want, or you can put it in a crock pot. You can put it in. Hold on, I'm gonna get some fan. Okay. Anyways, we're doing the garlic. Now, I'm not going to sit here and peel all of these, but I just want to show you a trick. Some people might not know this, and some people may know it. You know, my mom used to take and dip the water and get these little things off, and we'd be all day. But you could just smash these garlics on the outside, and then the peels come off really easily. Comes right off. so you don't have to sit there and try and smash them as much as you want, unless you're having whole garlics in there and you don't want them broke up. But you're going to cut them anyway, so just smash them. And I'm going to go get my recipe with, what was it? In the Kitchen with Kelvin, I believe. Oh gosh, I keep saying the different. Sorry about that. Kelvin? He's a YouTube personality, and he does cooking, and I'm copying his recipe. Not to the T, because I'm going to take a different kind of cheese that I'm putting on the outside, but I'm using most of it the way that he's saying he's going to use it. So I'll be back in a minute. Okay, so what we have to do is cut everything up, and then we've got to cook it. I didn't realize this, so that's going to make it get done even quicker. So I think what that crockpot thing does is it just kind of heats up the cheeses and everything. Whoops. But I'm going to cook this partial. That way to be done quick. And this is better because even though you're cooking it on the stove, you're not putting it in the oven. That's no matter what. It's a good idea. I was thinking you put it all in here and let it cook until it's done. And I think that could work too. But I'm looking at the video right now. It's a good thing I went back on there because he's cooking everything in the pans. Which I was hoping I wouldn't have to do all of that. Have as much garlic as you want. But we're going to cut this up, cut up our chicken, and we're going to cook it over there at the oven. Okay guys, so I was looking at the recipe again, and I did rinse these, but this label for some reason didn't come off. Let me see. I was noticing that I didn't see all the stuff added, you know, like the ricotta, so don't look at that. I take it back. If you're trying to make the lasagna exactly, it doesn't have all of the instructions on Kelvin Kitchen. Sorry, it has the ingredients, but I guess he doesn't show the whole thing. It's just kind of like abbreviated. So, but what I'll do is I'll show you, you know, because I have made lasagna before. You do have to add the ricotta and the you have to add the ricotta and the spinach in your layers, which I didn't see that, so I just messaged him to see, because I know I didn't see it on there. I looked at the whole video again, unless there's a part I didn't see. I didn't see it. So I'll show you. When we do it, I'll just add it. I'm sure he probably didn't have it, or he might have edited it out or something. But it has the full recipe on there. It has the ricotta and everything. And if you've made lasagna before, you'll know how to add the layers. And then the bell pepper, I didn't see that in there either. It said it, but he didn't say how to. So I'm just going to saute that with the onions and everything. I mean the garlic and the green onions. I cut up some green onions too. So I'll be back. Okay, now we're gonna take the chicken and cut it up. We're gonna just cut it in smaller pieces. And this is clean. I wash all my stuff every time I use them. Let it dry thoroughly because it's wood. So, don't think I'm just sticking it on here. And not cleaning it off before I do it. Now cut it up in small pieces. So whenever you cut your lasagna or whatever, you'll have small pieces of chicken. You can cut it. Actually, he cut them in small pieces. But you can cut it in long slices or whatever. I just want to cut it small so when you get your lasagna, you can just have pieces of the chicken. Like, it looked good how I did it. So we're going to cook this, though. So I'm going to be back whenever you're ready to cook it. You're going to have your chicken, and then I cut up a whole bell pepper. And you can put garlic. I put 6, I think. If you're a garlic lover, cut up more. If you want less, cut up less. If you don't want any at all, don't put any. It's up to you. So we're going to finish our chicken and I'll be back. Okay, I'm finishing cutting up the rest of this chicken. It smells pretty fragrant. Not the chicken, but I'm going to put some seasoning on here. But with the garlic and you know how garlic makes everything smell. Bell pepper and the green onions. Oh man, they smell good. And I think he used the white onions. But I'm using the green ones because they don't really like the white onions here. I do, but only a couple of us really like those the white onions. They like the green ones though. So I substituted. Substitute. So everything is not. Usually when I make somebody else's recipe, unless it's something I have to have it just like exactly like it, and everybody loves everything in it, I usually will substitute stuff. Or if I don't have that. They didn't have it at the store, or I don't want to get that, or you know, whatever. But after you cut your chicken, very important. Now you see I switched the color. You can see I had a white vegetable thing that I cut this on. Okay, don't ever use the same one because it gets contaminated. Meat is different than vegetables. So I'll be back. I know you know meat is different than vegetables. But you know, as far as cutting is concerned and stuff like that, we're gonna clean this off a little bit. So I'm gonna season it. Okay, so we've got our vegetables. We're gonna put those on the stove, heat them, cook them. But I want to season this up a little bit before. Oh, they've got fennel. I think I'm gonna use some ground fennel. It doesn't call for it, but hold on. Okay. So I'm going to use ground fennel. I love how fennel tastes. It kind of smells like licorice a little bit. Don't use the open side like I did. Use the one with the holes because you could end up pouring half of it in there like I did one time. And then I've got, I think this is the Italian seasoning or oregano. Oregano. Ooh, I think that should be good. And then we've got the Italian seasoning that it calls for the Italian seasoning. That's pretty much what it calls for. You could put salt. I'm probably going to add a little bit. One second. Okay, I forgot. You want to stir it up. Now, make sure you have clean hands, or you can use a spoon to do it, but I always just use this. It's just raw meat, so make sure you wash your hands really good after. Have clean hands before and after, okay? So put a little soap on them. If you deal with fish tanks like I do, to feed them and stuff, make sure you wash that soap off or whatever after. Use it first, and then rinse your hands really good so there's no soap when you go mess with your fish tank. It's toxic for them. So anyways, there, stir it up, and then we're going to go ahead and cook it. Okay, now, it calls for Parmesan cheese. So I'm assuming you put it in between layers and on top. It didn't say exactly how to do it. I got cheddar jack, and I've got mozzarella. It calls for mozzarella, but they like the cheddar jack. And then ricotta. So I'm going to make it the way I remember how to make lasagna. And then you can put whatever kind of sauce. He said marinara, but on there it lists pasta sauce or something like that. So anyways, whichever one, they're pretty much, the marinara I think is a little thinner. So, and this is not very big. My pot is not very big. So I'm going to make them make it pretty tall. It's going to be interesting. It might end up having to make 2 of these. I wonder if I should even make one on the stove. I think I could make one on the stove because I'm going to have a lot of stuff. And I had another pot to cook it in, but I didn't like how that looked. We had it in storage and it didn't look too good. So I'll probably get rid of that pot altogether. Okay, and then we've got spinach. Check my other pot. These are different ones. I think it could go good enough that I have it cooking in already. Yeah, this one will go good. Ooh, add the oregano. Seriously, it adds that little delicious. Okay, it's a type smell, flavor. I'll add it, guys, if you like that. Letting it cook. I'm gonna cook it all the way through. Those are done too. So I'm gonna pour this meat inside. I'll cook it a little longer. No. It should be good. So I'm getting ready to cook it on with those noodles too. You gotta cook it quite in order for it to cook well. So then you pour your vegetables inside of your meat. I'll show you. I'm going to use the other, see, it's in here, and then you don't need all this juice because it's going to make its own juice, but I'm going to leave it in here and then just use my spoon to drain it out. But it's not cooked tender because we're going to put it in there again. Spoon. There, okay, now, whoops, sorry guys. Now what we're gonna do, you're supposed to put some sauce at the bottom. I'm just going by what I saw. Okay. And rinse off your spinach real good. You know, because there's little worms, there's little whatever that they might miss. And we'll cook it, but I don't know, I might get sick. You love that, the protein or whatever. Rinse it off good. Look through it if you need to or whatever. And okay, I've got a bag to throw stuff in. There's my spinach. Okay, so with this, it says about a cup, but we'll just pour a little in there. And I need my other pan because I'm going to make that one as I go too. I've got another one I'm going to make. I'm going to have more left. So as I make that one, I think I am. But let me just do this one first because I might run out of sauce. Are they still in the store, hon? Okay, and then he says, if you don't want to set them on the box, I did clean them off. I always do. Anything I get from outdoors, I wash it. Wash it off because I wonder if I should put it in the other. No, I'll put it in here. I was thinking of putting it in my other pan. These are a little long, so you can break them a little bit. Oh, wrong way. Okay, just stick it in there. It's okay. It's gonna be okay because it's gonna cook into like a little thing at the bottom anyways. Try and get all the little crevices if you can. Okay, so we got chicken. I should put the cheese next. Mozzarella, we got ricotta. I got a whole big thing mozzarella too. Okay, whichever way you want to layer it is up to you, okay? You can use cottage cheese, you don't have to use a ricotta. You don't have to use any of these. But you're not going to have lasagna. If you don't, well, you will. It'll be your own way. I'll be back. I'm going to open this up. Okay, now we're going to put the meat. Now, whatever way you want to make your lasagna, or if you're used to making it, I have this spoon that's draining it. You do it, okay? We're going to put the meat. You can put red meat. This is chicken. He looks healthy, and he's cooking chicken, guys. Cook it put as thick as you like. However much you think you're going to love. Okay, and then we're going to put some more of this. I'll put some mozzarella on there. Whatever way you want to layer it, make sure you put that cheese in there, okay? And then we're going to put some more of this. If you're an expert at making this, go for it. Go for it. This pan is not very big, so it's kind of weird. Okay, there you go. Another sauce. You can put the whole layers, you know, like the sheets, like they have them where they're not broken up like this. You make it homemade or whatever, or ones that are not skinny like that. They have the wider noodle. If you want to do that, you can. And then we're going to do another layer of, let's put a little spinach in there, guys. Oops, sorry. I'm going to break off some of the ends. And you could do each layer the same if you want, you know, like add all of the, instead of just, you know, the meat, you could put the spinach. I'm just going to leave the stems on there. It's okay this time. Okay, I'm going to add this. Okay. I don't know how I'm going to get it out of here. That's the only thing. I hope it comes out okay. Let's put some ricotta in there. I'm going to do this in another pan too, in my other pan. And you'll see both, because this one might be a little smaller. Put some on there, okay? Put it on, guys. Don't be scared. Makes it really cheesy. You could spread it on, or leave it in chunks if you like. Okay, and we're gonna add, I'm gonna add a little bit of this cheese with it. And this is a good deal. It was 12 bucks over at Smart and Final, if you have that in your area. Good deal. Okay, so now what's next, guys? Yes, we're gonna put our next. And we're not a noodle person, so it doesn't matter if there's a ton of this on there. We just want to make it lasagna style. And then I'm going to make it in the other pan. I think the other pan is going to come out way better because it's bigger. Okay. So we'll put the sauce on there. This is going all the way to the top, guys. Some more meat. Okay. Mozzarella. We're going to add the whole shebang on this top layer. Like that. Push it down a little if you want. Don't be scared of it. It's fine. Okay. Touching the meat. Do that. Okay, go ahead and sprinkle that on. Can't spread it because you have that cheese, of course, okay? We'll put a couple more layers in the other one that we're making, okay, guys? Put this on top. We're getting ready to cook it. Push it down, okay? Don't be scared to press it. These noodles are not cooked yet, so... I bought 2 things of this so in case I had to make a couple of them. So, but it came out fine because I'm going to. That's going to be your top part. So once you do that, go ahead and put your red sauce on there. Spread it out a little. And we're going to put some cheese on here, okay? I'm going to make it in the pan so we could get a little better. It's going to be laying out better, okay? Way better. Make sure you put that cheese. Don't be stingy. And I got another kind of, I have more mozzarella in the freezer out there, but I don't feel like going to get it. All right, so now let's put our lid on. And we're going to cut it on high, okay? We'll cut it down in a little bit, on low after a little bit. We're going to let it cook over there, okay? And let me get my other pan. Okay, I forgot one other thing. See, that's why I like to go by a recipe completely, but it wasn't on there. We're going to take this off and add a little bit of the Parmesan. Okay, there you go. Now we're going to go to the next one. I'm not sure if we're going to have enough sauce for this one, but I'm going to try. I'm going to spread it out pretty good. So we've got this sauce. Where's my spoon? I'm going to spread it out like this, see? Just like so. Thank you. And then we're going to take our layers. Now we're going to try and remember everything. That's a little bit too. Throw it in there. Okay, but that's going to fit better than the other. I already got one started. Put these down on here. I've got another whole. Put the pieces you break off on the side there. better to have the loose one, I mean the soft pasta. That way you can mold it. Okay, so next time I'm gonna get the other one. Definitely. But you got the picture, right? Okay, so we've got that. I've got another sauce. Here's the meat. Okay. And this ain't beef. Okay, we got chicken with all the goodies. All those goodies. Remember we put in there bell pepper, garlic, green onion. Isn't that gonna be good? Just those ingredients alone sound delicious, don't they? Okay, so after that, I'm putting the cheese. I'm doing everything, guys. This layer is gonna be all hooked up because I might not get as many layers on this one. I always make sure there's a little mozzarella in there so I have that cheesy pull. It doesn't have as much flavor to me as these other cheeses, so you can add the other cheeses too. I probably should have put the ricotta, but I'll put it on the next layer. And then we're going to put some Parmesan, okay? It's a shredded Parmesan. You can put it on top too. Looky there. I'm going to put this next. How's it feel out there? Feel a little better, huh? Guys, we've been having some hot weather. I'm into the next box. The other one's cooking. Yeah, it's getting hot. We got this. We got it. I haven't really made this because we don't do pasta. And I probably shouldn't be doing it now because we are really trying to trim it down again. We're starting to exercise again this week. Wednesday will be exercise night, okay? So look for that, guys. Put your sauce, okay? Spread it out. Spread it out. Spread it out, spread it out, spread it out. And by the way, I got one with 6 cheese flavor, and then the other one is just traditional. So you could get whatever flavors that you want, though, to go there. And then we're going to put some ricotta. We're putting ricotta here. You can put another layer of the lasagna, so you can, instead of putting it on here if you want, because look how messy it gets between the other. You know, you don't have to put this, put all of your stuff down first, so that way if you have to spread it, then, and if it gets a little messy, you're not going to get your ricotta all messed up. Okay? When you get back in, or you don't have to go rinse your spoon off and all that. Okay, so now I'm putting another layer of this. You can put spinach and stuff in there as you go now if you want, or whatever. You know, you do it the way you like, but there is a form that you are supposed to follow, so try and keep to that, whatever one you know works for your lasagnas when you make them. That's it. And then you can use the soft one, because this one, I won't use this one again. Okay, so we're going to put the chicken next. This might be our last layer, because see how tall it got too again? I was going to put it in this pan that I'm dipping all this stuff out of, because it's much thicker. You know what I'm saying? But I'm going to use all of this because they love. We're just going to put it all in. Make it nice and meaty. Nice and meaty. Get all these good vegetables. It's been in the hundreds. Wherever you are, I don't know how hot it's been. It's not too bad. I don't know how hot it's been, but here it's been really, really hot. We're going to add a lot of spinach. You know how it kind of shrinks up anyways. A little bit. Like that. Mozzarella, come on. And then we're going to put some of it, save some for the top. I don't want to go into the freezer and get another bag. Guys, do I? Should I? Should I not? No, that's okay. So we're going to add this. This is Parmesan, in case you're wondering. There's lots of cheeses, right? Lots of cheeses. On this baby. Try and spread it, you know, so you can have things everywhere. I put quite a bit of ricotta in there, so I don't think I'm going to put any more. I don't think so. That's it. I'm just going to put the sauce and stuff at the top now. You can make, I mean, you get a bigger, thicker pan. I think you put like a couple of layers anyways with the regular lasagna. You got those deep dish pans too, but you only put like a couple layers anyways, right? Unless you're Garfield, you might put more. Okay, there we go. Okay, I put sauce on it. No. Alright, I think that looks good. I'm not going to break any more of these because they're whole ones in case somebody else wants to make some. And this isn't going in the oven, mind you. It's going to go on the stove. I'm going to cook it on the stove. Okay? So we don't have to, I don't know if this is going to spill over. This is going to be a mess, isn't it? Pan is not big enough. Let's hope that it goes down. It will. It'll cook down because these noodles get softened. We're going to put a lid on it. We're not putting it in the oven. And let it cook on the stove like really slow. Probably, I don't know if it's going to cook right on the stove because it's not a slow cooker like that. Or a cooker like that where cook it right. This on the stove might not do it. But we'll see. I'm going to put it really low so we don't have any burning going on, you know what I'm saying? I don't know why I keep saying what I'm saying lately. Just today. But you do understand that it could get pretty messy because there's not a whole lot of sauce down there, and this, everything is cooked except the noodles. So, but I'm gonna put a lid on it so it steams it, and then these noodles should cook pretty quickly. Should be fine. I'm going to add some more in there. Put a little more sauce in there. They like lots of sauce. I don't like it on pizza. I don't like too much sauce on pizza, but I like sauce. Okay, so now put a little bit more of this. Just a little. Gotta go for the gusto. This is the end part. Shouldn't take too long to cook because it is, what do you call it, just noodles, you know. The chicken is cooked and the juice from the chicken is going to go down into there, so it shouldn't be a problem. Am I doing that right? No. I do need another layer of this, don't I? Nope, I'm leaving it just like that. Do I need another layer of the... No. I think it should be fine. I don't think I should have put the ricotta yet, because this is the last part, like the topping part of it. I should have waited and put that ricotta in the middle, huh, guys? But we'll see. This is a new wave, new age lasagna, okay? And I'm going to show you what it looks like too whenever it's done. See what we're putting on top? That's the mozzarella, guys. No, I mean that's the Parmesan. I love it. It's really, it's good. Okay, now, oops, wrong lid. Okay, now we're gonna add I think I should I have a hole in this or not? Or keep it just closed? Let's cook it with this for now, and then we'll see what happens. Okay, guys? I'm going to put it on the stove, and then I'm going to be back and show you what everything looks like, and tell you if it messes up or what it does. Okay, so I'm cleaning up a little bit to get all of this. We've got this one cooking, and it's hot, so hopefully it'll be done soon. I'm not going to keep these jars unless anybody needs jars. Wait, ooh, my ears. And they can't be recycled, right? No. Sure they can. But. All right. And I was going to give a second note of something. I noticed that some people are having that, like, not very many. Well, mine, I know mine is, I don't have as many subscribers or whatever, which is fine. So hopefully, you know, through the years or whatever, we'll get more. But if not, I'm having fun doing this, and I could care less if it's like booming. And I would like for it to get more subscribers. Like, if I get 1,000, I'm gonna go live again, and I'm not gonna go live again until I get 1,000, at least. So that way, I know there's gonna be people participating on there. Last time I went on live, there was a couple of people. I was happy that they were there, and I had a giveaway, and I did get to give away 2 things, but I just would rather have a bigger audience so that I can have more interaction. And anyways, what I was gonna say, myself, I'm on here because I'm having fun, and I'm giving information on different things that I do in my life, and I've always wanted to do it. Not only that, you know, I'm spreading the good news, which is, look on my videos and you'll see what good news is. And yes, I would like to have more subscribers, because then you do get paid a little bit of money for being on here. I mean, I know you're not going to get paid like a movie star or anything, but you do get paid some money. But I'll tell you one thing I would not do. I will never pay somebody to give me subscribers. Some people do that, and I would never do it. I don't need to do that. If people like my channel, they like it. And I'll find ways to advertise it in the best way that I can. And if they come to it, fine. You know, it's up to you if you want to do that, but I don't see why you would need to. If you're doing what you love, and you'll get the people, you get the audience. I know I have a lot of people that like certain videos, and they're really like thousands of views on some of them. I haven't made a lot of those, which I probably should do them, but I'm doing different things, and I'm happy that they like those videos. They're looking at it thousands of times, but I'm not seeing myself doing too many of those. Well, I do them periodically, and then yes, I see that, and I'm happy that I'm being you know, some of the subscribing from those, or some people are just viewing it, you know, because they like it. They want to learn something about it, or they like it, or whatever. Because I have a lot of crafts that I do and different things. So, anyways, that's all I was thinking, because I'm like, people are trying their hardest to get these views and get the 1,000 views, 1,000 subscribers, or whatever, and then they get their monetized or whatever. But hopefully these are real people that are subscribing, because once you get on the once you get on your lives and stuff like that, you'll see if you have thousands of people commenting, because usually if you have that many people, you're going to have them commenting. I've only seen where hundreds, maybe you'll have hundreds of people commenting, or maybe that's all the people that were going to go on there. Maybe everybody don't want you, but it's kind of weird that you have thousands of subscribers and nobody, and they're all legitimate, and nobody except maybe a couple hundred go to your comments regularly. I've seen it, you know. I don't know what's going on, but that's up to the company that's doing it, I guess. But it could be that there's people that don't want to comment, and you know, they just want to subscribe or whatever for whatever reason. But I don't know, it's just weird, I think, when you take people to promote your channel. But I guess it's okay. They've got promoters and stuff like that. Try to do it yourself if you can, you know. Do your best, and you know, you'll have blessings just like anybody else. You know, the person that's helping you, if the people or persons that are helping you have never got people to subscribe to their, to promote their channel, and they just got there because people enjoyed watching them or whatever, you can do the same thing. You know, because there's people that are going to charge you to promote their channel. I'll tell you that right now. They're going to charge you, and you know, you better hope that. Well, I'm sure they'll pay somebody to subscribe to it. I'm kidding. I don't know. I don't know though nowadays, because they're going to make sure you get your money's worth. There's no guarantee, but